Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, November the 14th. I want to introduce you to Heather Harlan with the Columbia Boone County Public Health and Human Services. It's good to have you back again.
Thank you,
Heather.
Paul. It's always good to have a chat with you. Thank you.
You've got some important information today we want to get into right away.
Right away. Thank you so much. We know that in public health, that COVID has still really taken a lot of our focus. But we wanted the listeners to know and your viewers to know that last October, the Secretary of Health and Human Services declared that the opioid health emergency is still in effect. So I wanted to review with your listeners and sort of then talk about what do we do. So the opioid health emergency is that lots of people are overdosing on opioids. Opioids are synthetic painkillers. And what's driving that is there's an ingredient called fentanyl, which is extremely powerful. It just takes a few grains, the weight of one snowflake, to kill a person. And that's what's driving the overdoses.
So now these are prescription medications, right?
No.
They're not.
They may be street drugs. They might be prescription medications that people overdose, but a lot of it is the fentanyl is cheap, easy to make and transport, so it's showing up in meth, cocaine, counterfeit pills. We've heard reports possibly suspected in marijuana and even vape pens. So we just want people to know everything is suspect. Fentanyl may be in it because it's contaminated everything.
So if you're buying any illicit drugs, there is a possibility that fentanyl could be in there.
Yes. And
there's a possibility that you use that you could die.
That's true. We don't like to be alarmist, but we want people to know that's the reality. So we're going to focus on, so what do we do? What can we do? And we continue to bring to the community our rescue tool, which is Narcan, which is, or it's also known as naloxone, which is a nasal spray that can rescue people. The lungs are the first to shut down. People who die from overdose with opioids die of suffocation. So this is it's a nasal spray, and it's very easy for people to administer. Citizens can get it if you have health insurance. You can get it at participating pharmacies.
Do
Narcan,
you have to have does your doctor have to prescribe it?
No, you do not need a prescription.
So you can go into a pharmacist and ask for this?
Yes, but be sure it's a participating pharmacy. The other thing then we want people to know is that we're working on if you don't have health insurance, you can get it at the health department during regular business hours to request it.
What is pharmacy? We're almost out of time here, Heather.
Okay.
But you go in and ask for what now?
Narcan or naloxone, and we're having two events upcoming.
Okay.
One is going to be at the health department on Thursday, December 8th, midday at 1005 West Worley at the health department.
And will you be giving those out?
Yes, we'll be giving this to people who come. And the other will be on Thursday, January 5th at St. Luke's Methodist Church here in town. It'll be an evening event, but this will be available to people who come.
So are you saying that everyone should have this available in case you come across someone who
We believe so. It's sort of like knowing CPR. It is so widespread, and it's all over our city. When we mapped the incidents, it's all over Columbia. It's not just one neighborhood. So most families we know have been touched by it or know someone who has been by an overdose.
What if you suspect someone has overdosed on fentanyl, but it's not fentanyl, and you give them a dose of this?
It will not hurt anyone.
It will not.
They use it on babies. So if someone is down and collapsed, you think it might be an overdose, administer.
Okay. All right. We're out of time, but give them the time for
sure.
that it'll be?
Thursday, December 8th, midday at the Health Department, 1005 West Worley, and Thursday, January 5th at St. Luke's Methodist. That'll be an evening event.
Okay. Heather,
Details
thank you
to follow.
so much.
Thanks so much, Paul.
Now I want to introduce you to Trent Rash, who is representing the Mosy. Good to have you here, Trent.
Hi, Pog. Always good to see you.
And you got a snowflake on your...
I do.
I hope that's not meaning that snow is coming right now.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but the Mosy, you're here for Symphony of Toys,
Yes,
right?
our annual holiday concert.
Tell us about that.
Absolutely. It's going to take place this year on Sunday, December the 11th at 2 p.m. It's a great concert for the entire family. Actually, kids 17 and under are free, so it's a really great event for a family of 3 or 4 or 5 to bring the kids to, because you'd have to pay for the adults to be there. Mm-hmm. We have a wonderful lineup featuring our new music director, Will Berlin, and co-creative directors Shelby Ringdahl Cox and Melissa Bohan-Webel, who are hometown favorites who made it big on Broadway.
Oh, yeah, I should go.
And they have done a wonderful job putting together a program that features both orchestral pieces and pieces with singers. So you'll hear things like I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm. You'll hear, you'll see the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. There'll be a Sugar Plum Fairy. Santa and Mrs. Claus will make an appearance. So
they are?
They will, yes.
You know, I'm always amazed how you were able to get them here, because this is just a couple of weeks before their very busiest day.
You know, we have to get on their calendar really early, but we always know the day after Christmas to give them a call, you know, to get them here. But they will be here, and they will be singing and dancing on stage.
So Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there for the kids.
Absolutely.
And for the young at heart.
Yeah, and for the young at heart, yes.
Now, to get into the performance, it's the adults are paying, but the kids are...
That's right. The adult tickets are $25. Those can be purchased online at our website, themosy.org, or by calling us at 573-875-0600. Or you can pay for them at the door. We'll have a box office there, and you can get tickets there at the door.
How long is the concert?
The concert will, there will be an intermission, but I think altogether will only be about an hour and a half. We're trying to be really conscious of people with kids, and so it will definitely be less than 2 hours.
But filled with the joyous sounds of the season, right?
Absolutely. And also time at intermission before the show for photo ops with Santa as well. So kind of some experiences even beyond music that you can have.
So will Santa and Mrs. Claus be there the entire time?
So we will see them on stage, and then Santa will be beforehand, but then Mrs. Claus might make an appearance again at intermission to say hi to the kids.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
in between
nice.
the two acts.
So, and then he's flying back, or...
That's right. Then as soon as the concert's over, they're off. And
yeah, they got to go back to the North Pole and start working.
That's right.
Yeah. Off the top of your head, you know some of the other musical numbers that we'll be hearing?
Yeah, so we have a really great sort of holiday music theme this year too, where you have music from the Grinch, the Polar Express suite that the orchestra will be playing. We have a really neat ending with White Christmas, and there may or may not be snow on stage, so that will be really fun.
What do you say? There may or may not.
There may or may not be snow.
Haven't decided yet.
Well, yes, if Santa can make it happen. You know, I don't know who else can make it snow on stage, but it could happen.
Themosy.org for more information. You can buy tickets in advance, or you can buy them at the door. But one thing is guaranteed: you will have a wonderful time. And if you're not in the holiday spirit by then, you will be after you go to the concert. All right. Thank you, Trent, so much for coming by.
Thank you.
All right. We're out of time for today. Something you'd like to hear or see, drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.